Welcome back to Market Day Report. Mark Oppold as we head to the top of the hour, and our thanks to AgriLiquid for being a great partner here. We already had a story from the Michigan FFA earlier this morning. Hope you were able to enjoy that. If you're traveling in Michigan, around Michigan State University where they had their convention, not too far away is St. John's, Michigan, and that's where our friends at AgriLiquid are located. They'd love to have you come visit their headquarters and let them know that you watch RFD-TV and tune in on Sirius XM channel 147. I know somebody who does. To Chicago we go. Good friend Todd Horwitz watching RFD-TV and got that Sirius XM in his system and loves it, don't you, Todd?
It's the best ever. I watch it all the time and I listen to you all the time because I got to make sure I'm on top of my game when I come on.
Yeah, well, that's why we're here now. We lost the March futures here, of course, off the board. May taking over. How much is that? March is a pretty big contract when you talk about corn, beans, and wheat. But now it's gone. What is that? How different, if anything, to the futures trade?
There's really no difference right now, Mark. Right now, we're just in a total funk overall, in overall interest, volume, and everything that's going on. Again, unfortunately, I wrote yesterday that right now what we're really seeing is not only are the financial markets worried about what the Fed's going to do tomorrow, so are the grain markets, and it's becoming a much bigger problem for everybody because of the valuation of the dollar. Of what they're trying to do here is creating a lot of tense moments for farmers, producers, and traders. And right now, the whole market system is like in a standstill, waiting to see what the most powerful woman is going to say tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's, again, that FOMC meeting. Those of you not familiar, Federal Reserve meeting today and tomorrow. And when they're all done, they'll put out their minutes. I call them the minutes. I'm not sure what their proper title is, but nobody expecting it to say much different than a month ago, I wouldn't think.
You know, Mark, it's interesting because there shouldn't be anything different. Of course, they shouldn't have raised in December because they've never raised into a lowering market, in a falling market. So, but now she could do anything. You know, gold says one thing, the markets say another thing. So she's capable of doing anything from raising another quarter to taking it away. But the overall real problem is not only our Fed here with the Federal Open Market Committee, well, they'll make the interest decision rate tomorrow. But then you've got the rest of the central banks around the world also fooling around in the system. This financial engineering is causing a lot more problems for everybody all the way around the world.
Yeah, and before we leave, looking at the grain trade, you mentioned kind of in a funk here right now, but you look at the numbers here, corn, beans, and wheat, up 8 out of the last 9 sessions here, so they're getting a little bit of a early spring bounce.
Yeah, I think that we had a nice bounce, but it really wasn't that good. And I think the key was Friday and Monday. When you looked at it, the bounces really had no power. It's kind of dribbled up and gone up, but it didn't go up with any extra energy, which means that the shorts are still very comfortable holding those positions. I still believe, I'm bullish, but I still believe we're going to see contract lows in corn and beans before we see the rally that I'm looking for. Very
good. All right, Todd, I'm going to give the numbers. Those of you tuning in on the radio, I'll be back with you in about a minute, and we'll check the livestock trade. Thank you very much. Todd Horwitz live from Chicago. Let's get the numbers here on corn, soybeans, and wheat. Corn futures, as you saw, near unchanged there. The May now in the lead at 368.5, near unchanged. Soybeans on the day, as Todd mentioned, Friday and Monday, but now we're back in the doldrums here waiting for FOMC and the Federal Reserve Board. May beans are down 1 1/4. And the wheat trade, by the way, $9 there on a lot of those contracts there after that run-up we saw. The Chicago wheat May down 3.5. Kansas City nearby May is down 1.5. Minneapolis had been higher early and now down 3/4. Not much, but a little bit of a decline now after a bit of a stronger start. Not much of a higher, but at least it was higher. Minneapolis now a bit lower. Take a break. We'll come back and indeed in 1 minute recheck in with Todd Horwitz. Get his thoughts in this livestock complex. Coming back.